looking at 2021 EX001071, an order delegating the setting of bail. It was filed June 11th, 2021. And it does give this schedule. It's signed by Judge Brasher as the Chief Judge of the Superior Court of Fulton County Atlanta Judicial Circuit. One of the things that it says is that the judges of the Superior Court of Fulton County Atlanta Judicial Circuit hereby order and authorize the delegation of the authority to set bonds to magistrate and state courts. And I want to say to you, Mr. Kitchens, I'm a magistrate court judge. The delegation of the authority to set bonds to magistrate and state court judges for a period of 1 year, so we're still under that year, pursuant to OCGA 176(1)H, under the following conditions. And we've already mentioned that there are certain charges not before the court today, not delegated for any case, regardless of the charges involved, that has been indicted and assigned to the docket of a Superior Court judge. So I do want to hear from Mr. Samuel. You were talking about Rule 26.1. I want to give both sides ample opportunity to argue this issue. The court is sensitive to any defendant in jail without bond, but I also must follow and respectfully follow Judge Brasher's order, as well as the laws and constitution of our state. So with that, Mr. Samuel, we can get you a copy of that delegating order, but it seems to speak directly to this situation.
It does. I don't have a copy of the delegating order. I still maintain that you have concurrent jurisdiction both by statute and by the uniform rules. And I'm not sure that Judge Brasher necessarily was absolutely depriving you of the ability to do it, because there's plenty of cases where magistrates do it. We have no word from Judge Glanville saying that, with a 26 defendant case, he's gonna, suspend everything else, the important matters that he has, and deprive the magistrate of, your expertise to grant bonds. And especially, as I said, in a case like this where, the defendant's in custody, he turns himself in, voluntarily surrenders, there's no allegations of violence, there's no allegations of flight, no allegations of any danger to the community. And, Judge Glanville, for all we know, is gonna, set this down for a hearing sometime in June or July, because it's just a 26 defendant case. And I think that, given your authority, let the prosecution appeal if they want to appeal the granting of bond in this case. They have the authority to appeal, and see if Judge Glanville, he may very well welcome having you give him assistance. We all trust you, Judge Wolf. You've been around longer than, not everybody, but most people. And so we think you ought to hear from us on bond.
Okay, well, I will dispute two things you said about any expertise I have, and also that I could help Judge Glanville in any way. He does a fine job and doesn't need my help. I just take the reading of that order from Judge Brasher. It's something that I apply regularly when I handle these calendars, and I'm not going to make an exception today. So respectfully, all those bond issues are absolutely relevant, Mr. Kitchens, but they need to be taken up before Judge Glanville, because he was assigned the indicted case. If you were just in front of me, like a lot of other people on this calendar, unindicted, then absolutely I would consider bond, but I don't have the authority to do it today. So any other issues need to go before Judge Glanville. And so with that, is there, Mr. Samuel, anything else for the defense that I can say or address?
The only thing I can say, Your Honor, is that we will contact Judge Glanville's office. We've been trying to reach over there today, and see if he will authorize you to consider bond, and hopefully we can get back before you, maybe not later today, but within a day or so, to see if he will authorize you to do it, notwithstanding Judge Brasher's standing order.
And I appreciate that. Court's always here to serve everybody. In a neutral, even-handed way, and so if that situation arises, we're here. Okay. And so in the meantime, Mr. Samuel, Mr. Garland, very good to see both of y'all. Do you have any other cases on the calendar?
Nothing else from the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, well, be safe. Hope to see both of you soon.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
before you, this case.
Judge, just want to point out, again, similar situation as well yesterday. The court declined to hear it, so kind of echo your ruling today, Judge.
Okay, okay. And Mr. Smith, if you don't have any other business on calendar, you're excused, but both sides are welcome to stay with us. It's an open courtroom.
I do believe I have a few more positions on the calendar, Judge, so I'll stick around.
Okay, we'll try to get you out of here as fast as we can. Mr. Kitchens, that's the order of the court. It's kind of a non-order. Everything needs to go in front of Judge Blandville. So good luck with everything. If you have any questions, please see Mr. Samuel.
Thank you, Your Honor.